Well, hello, folks. Hope you're having a good Tuesday. Hunter555, I owe you a DM on Discord. I will get to that later. Sorry I haven't gotten back to you yet. Cosmic Dancer, Evil Shadow, and Sweet Sandy kicking around in the chat. Good to see everybody. Hope you're having a good day. There's a tweet out there if anybody wants to share it. It's at Joel Duggan on Twitter. That's me, by the way, if you haven't figured that out. And this is Satisfactory. But wait, there's something different. We're back in the experimental build. And that is because there is an update coming next week to the experimental build, as far as we know, October 26th. And it involves trains, and it involves other building materials. And our experimental build, last we left it in the grasslands, is not yet to steel production. We have unlocked it, but we haven't done anything. So that's what we're going to be working on. I'm going to load... this is update 4 prep, but technically it's actually update 5 prep. Can I rename these? I don't know. So we'll load this up and see what we can do. Cool thing about this build is that we have a storage room with at least some things automated. How is my coffee cold already? I just sat down. Anyway, speaking of said storage room, we've got a bunch of stuff going on here. I won't give a full tour, but I'll at least explain that we have something we can put items into that will then automatically be sorted in that system up there. And the input for everything is actually my down ramp down here. So this belt takes everything into this area here where it is... It looks like it might be being turned into cable. Yeah. So it's all just temporary setup. We've got concrete plates. Looks like some reinforced... Not beams, but like... I feel like we're getting some iron, some reinforced iron plates as well. Yep. Rods. But no steel. No steel yet coming in. That's the mission today. Trying to get some steel up and going. And this is where we're going to do it. This is just basically the next section in this area. We have... I don't remember why this was painted yellow. I think maybe it lines up with something else, but don't exactly remember why. Maybe it's just these 3 plates. Subject to change. Also subject to me not remembering what the plan was the last time we were here. This also could have been the old coal chute. Anyway, we've got these smelters here. This is temporary, but this is where we're going to be doing the steel, which requires iron ore and coal. I don't have the alternate recipe, but we have iron coming in on 1, 2, 3, 4 belts right here. And if I look at my map, which I need to change the hotkey for, options, keybinds, open map, M. I just did that. Oh, I don't have a map. Right. At this stage of the game, I do not have one. I've got beacons, though. Iron, 8 impure Mark IIs at 480 per minute. That's probably the total, but we're going to have to go double check this. Procrastinate on your to-do list. Hey, you know what? Sometimes you just need to give yourself a break. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 miners there and 2 miners there. My guess is that my beacon is probably correct and that these are all impure. I don't have a lot of these things, I don't think. So they're impure at 60 per minute. So then that brings 4 belts of 120, which is 480. Okay, so that's right. 480. We could always bring more, but I don't know if it's worth it to put slugs, power shards in impure miners. So that information is correct. It was 480 per minute. I don't know what the coal is like. We're going to have to double check that too. So 480 divided by 45. So we can do 10 plus a few extra. Or 11 or 12 with lower production rates. Okay, so that means we also need an even amount of coal. So the goal we're looking for is 480 coal per minute. And the coal, there's a couple things. I actually don't remember what the coal is doing over this way. I don't think we have hyper tubes yet either. Nope. So there's that guy there. That's iron, limestone. Did I mark the coal? I don't think I did. Crap. I think all of this coal is being used for power. Pretty sure all of it's being used for power. For those of you that are used to the Devastator build with the trains, this is what the truck automation looks like. The truck is dumping off coal here, fueling itself with coal, and then the rest is going down the line. So we've got 2 lines of 120. Probably because we can't build anything faster. Just the Mark IIIs. Wait a minute. That's only one Mark III. So 270. It's just 270 coal from this per minute on both of those belts. Don't go jumping off stuff either. No, exactly. When I was messing around here the other day, just double checking on the save, I realized that I don't have a jetpack either. That's next. Steel is first, and then we're going to go get oil and unlock trains. But the coal, those 2 coal belts continue on past this. That's 270. Where's that third belt coming from? Here. And that is, I don't know what that is. So 270. There must be a reason why I'm using 270. 270 goes in here and gets split. Each belt is taken 120? $135 split in 2. I really don't remember what I did here. There's a 60 line coming in. It comes in the middle and is joined up. I just don't understand why I'm splitting a 270 line back there. That doesn't make any sense. Well, we can at least figure out what's coming in on this line here. So this top line is untouched. It goes straight through there. This is where I'm going to grab the coal for the steel, because the steel is like right there. So we're going to grab it from here and take it somewhere. This is being split and merged. So assuming this is 120, it's being split in half to 60 and 60. 60 is being split into 30 and 30. So I've got 90 going one way and 30 going the other. 90 going that way would make that 300 going into the coal generators. I just need to know what's happening on these coal nodes. Yeah, Evil Shadow, it's when you've been out of a save for a while, it can be tough to remember what's going on. My best guess is that I probably don't have the right speed belts. I'm probably limited by my tech. So I don't have Mark IV belts yet. Yeah, this is doing 240. Okay, so that explains it then. The max that this is doing is 240 because we don't have anything else in here. There's no point in doing more than 240 because we can't handle it on the belt. So that's 240, which means that these are 120. So 120 a piece. Okay, that's starting to make a little bit more sense now. I'm starting to remember now. That means the other coal node is probably also 240 because I don't have the tech yet to get it faster than that. So each of these lines is 120. We don't have enough coal to do all of the iron into steel. So we'll go with what we have for coal and then use it with, like, design it to expand if we need to. So that's 120 up there. And that 120 gets broken down into 60 and 60. And then 30 and 60 is 90. And then 90 plus two 120s. That's probably going out to balance the coal gen. That's 30. So that's only 150 coal. So we can only do 3. Ah, all of a sudden I'm remembering now why there's 3 there's 3 smelters up there. Because we can only do 3. We only have 150 coal coming in, so we can only do 3 of these guys. But we're not doing like big industrial stuff. We're just making enough for us, I think, in these sections. So I guess the only thing left to do is decide where to put it. I feel like I don't want to put it there. It's like planning a surprise for yourself. Yeah, it's fair. That's fair. I don't know if this is a permanent fixture or not. We've got this space here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I feel like that's probably what I had intended to be a road. So we'll leave the 3. I guess we'll call this the front. Not a lot of room over this side, and I can't remember. This is obviously the edge that I intended it to be. Got some painted foundations down the other side, so this will probably tell me whether, like, I think this is meant to be the edge of the platform. Yeah. Yep, that looks like a past Joel decision. Okay. So we'll leave 2 foundations here, And we'll leave 3 foundations there. How many can we fit in here? Just 3, it looks like. 4. So maybe we'll build 4. And that way we can expand it if we need to. And 4 times 45 is 180. We can underclock them to specifically what we need, which is 150, which doesn't divide evenly by 4. So we could do, I guess 120, and then have them all do 30 per minute. What would that output? 30 would be the output. This needs 30 steel ingots for steel pipes. It needs 60 steel ingots for steel beams. 30 to me sounds like a better number. I'd say where it's located is fine. Which way it's pointing, however, I think I want to turn it around. Because that way the exports can be put into the storage system a lot easier. Because the input for the storage system is here on the ground. All I have to do is just merge stuff onto this belt. So like really, is that a splitter? That's a splitter. That's the merger. So we would just have to have another merger somewhere around here. They basically have to get onto this line. Either here or there. There is more stuff coming in the back, but... And I guess I could reroute the coal wherever. Because that's down... Oh, it's way over there. Okay. It's probably going to be the easiest. Where's the middle? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Cool. So now we just need to probably remove this ramp. And we'll have to reroute the iron. Looks like I had another road here, maybe? Yep. I'd say 3 wide road. We'll keep that intact. That means that this is the wall. And I guess I was leaving this as a 5 wide thing. I don't know why. Oh, I don't know. This used to be where the space elevator was. You can see the center marks. Okay. Is this the factory where the moon mantis just clears part of it? Yes. Did I miss it? Where'd it go? Yes, the moon manta flies right here. As far as I can remember. And it just clears this building up here too. Oh, I do have hypertubes. Huh. Alright, so we've got to figure out... I guess this is just as good a way... We'll just leave this where it is. There's no sense in moving it until we know we have to. It looks like I had planned on doing a road here. And I believe this area here was meant to be my my breaker room. Because that's where our power is currently coming from, is straight over there. So I don't know if I need all 5 of these. I feel like I can probably get away with just the 3-wide road. $15 coal per minute. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 18. It's 270. So that's 240 plus. No. I've got more than 270 coming in here. I must have more than 270 coming in here. It looks like I've got 260 coming in here. But that doesn't make any sense. Oh, thanks. Yeah, the coal setup looks cool. This is one of the very few water sources nearby in the grasslands. We've got the water underneath it, and it's all pumped up. The coal is accessed down through here. And everything is balanced out, but I don't know if I have enough coming in here. I mean, it's working. Capacity is 1350. Okay, well they're all going, so they must have the coal that they need. Oh, this is where you are in the game? Cool. Oh, there's the moon manta there. You'll see just how close it gets. Too bad I wasn't higher, because it gets really close. It just skims the storage room. He actually clips over there, which is unfortunate. I think he clips the space elevator too. So yeah, I don't think I need a full 5 white space, but we'll pretend that this is the end. I'm not going to need the whole thing anyway. This is going to be producing 30 per minute. And I said that that constructor needed 30 per minute, right? $60 for steel beams, 30 for steel pipes. So I guess we'll do 2 pipes and 2 beams. So 3 constructors? I'm not too worried about making it super interesting because it's such a small build. The output of these is never centered, which is a pain in the butt. Not that we can't force it. Those two will feed that one. This one will do steel beams. And then these will just... I guess it's probably better to have them straight. Giving myself a lot of room in case I need to change things. This will do steel pipe. We'll do steel pipe. And then I think we'll eventually need to have some assemblers doing concrete, encased steel beams. 30 concrete per minute won't be a problem. 24 steel beams per minute. Only makes 15. We might be able to spin that ratio so that the production leans heavily on the beam side. So we could have, instead of 30 on this one, we could have... I need 120, that's the whole production. Alright, we're just going to be slow. It's not going to be up to snuff at all. And I guess we'll put you here temporarily. Still inside the lines. Alright, so then the inputs for this, first I guess I should change the access here. Where can we move this to? I guess it doesn't matter because I've got other access points. Is that too far forward? Oh no, this is just weirdly outstretched for no reason. I don't know why that's off. Is that used for anything anymore? Yeah, that's probably going to end up being destroyed. Don't really need it. I don't know what this is going to... Oh, that's how the power gets down to the miners. Weird. Odd choice. So the steel setup is you can make trains, and then the train setup you'll be looking to experimental update 5 changes. Yeah, so the thing with the goal right now is that we have to unlock the tiers. So for people that have been watching the Devastator build where I've already gotten all the way up to tier 8, we're still in the middle of the tech progression. So here at the hub, we have industrial manufacturing. We don't even have manufacturers yet. So we need plastic and rubber. But I also need better belts. And so that's why I'm going with like tier 6 Mark IV belts. So we need to get to fuel generators, which means we need to go through this. This won't be a problem once we have... Some of the stuff we can craft by hand, so that's okay. Like for example, if I select this milestone, I don't know what milestone actually that I might have all the parts for. They all require plastic, so I can't do any of them immediately. right? So tier 6. Computers, rubber. We could get there quickly. Heavy industrial frames. Right. So we'd need to increase in production. And then computers. So computers we have to unlock with this one. This is the bottleneck right now. But motors and cable we can absolutely just make by hand. But I probably have enough cable in the storage unit. It's over here. So we can put the cable in the drop pod. Motors, I've got 50 out of the 100. I just need to double check that I've got more than 50 motors kicking around. Yeah, Pastoral. Pastoral's made some interesting choices. Oh gosh, yeah. So we've got the motors, no problem. So then it's just a plastic and rubber. And 200 of each. I wonder if I can buy that from the Awesome Shop. I've got 3 tickets there. Bring those. No extra tickets there. So the excess stuff from my storage room, so everything that's being spared and sent to storage, if it goes around and the storage bins are full, then the overflow is over here. And it just takes it and sends it to an Awesome Sink. We've got 8 coupons there. So it's 11 coupons total. Doesn't look like I have an awesome store, so let's just build one of those. Okay, so I don't have all of the stuff yet. Mark II power wall things is not a big deal. Having foundations would be nice. Don't need that. Don't really care about stairs. Having the indoor lighting would also be cool. Equipment. Okay, there. Plastic. So I could unlock this right now quickly by just by buying one. Now we've made the mistake before with the UI, so I'd remove my tickets and only put in 2 tickets. So like I want to seems like a good idea actually. So put the tickets in here. We'll split them up. Just want 2. And I'm gonna buy. How much is rubber? Rubber's 100. So I'll get 2 there. Buy all. So see, this is the thing. There's no buy button. Like you have to buy all of something, this is really problematic. Because if we had 11 tickets, it would buy 10 plastic, and I don't need 10 plastic. So there's no other option. So because we only have enough tickets to do it, do that. I'll grab 2 more. And I'll do rubber. And then we can send that off. to space. Part's always fun.
Milestone reached. The manufacturer increases production complexity. A critical look at production line logistics and efficiency is recommended during integration. The truck allows for increased efficiency in transportation, automated or otherwise. New project parts enable progress to the next phase.
So that unlocked.
Milestone reached. The manufacturer increases production complexity. A critical look at production line logistics and efficiency is recommended during integration. The truck allows for increased efficiency in transportation, automated or otherwise. New project parts enable progress to the next phase.
So that will unlock phase 3. So this is tier 5.1. We just did 1.2. So then we can build computers, we can build manufacturers. They require plastic though. Here we could get more plastic and unlock this pretty quick as well. Packagers, empty canisters, packaged oil. Do we have access to oh, we have oil extractor. And yeah, they take plastic to build, okay. And refineries. I'm not as worried about the gas mask, although I probably should be. That's going to be the tough one. All right. Big red button time. Exactly. It's pretty fun. Can't complain. So we're going to bring in, we need, it's 30, so we need 120, which means we only need one of these belts. That's good. We'll grab the bottom one. It might be easiest to bring that in the side here. And coal will come up, I guess. I don't want to mess with that because that's obviously balancing at our power. So I feel like having both of the coals there is probably fine. They could be combined onto one lift, and we could have that lift come up maybe here. That shouldn't be a problem. And then it's just a matter of running that belt along the back and getting these things fed. So we'll do, I guess, ground-based for the iron. guess wall-based or coal. I was trying to get fancy with some of these things, but I think it's pretty basic, yeah. The fun part about the experimental build is just I'm not trying to do anything too specific with it, so right now we're just trying to make parts for the base. You would come up here. Let's just say it's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Looks about right. What did I say? This was... I don't remember what I said that was. No. Oh. Sorry for the terrible crunching. It was 150, right? So to combine that, we would have to use a Mark III. Oh, come on. And then whoop, Mark III. That has to be a Mark III as well. Yeah, for me, I try to do a little bit of building here and there in terms of the square size of things, but I didn't want to get too carried away. And for this kind of stuff, sometimes I like having like a combination of like open concept stuff, especially when you're not sure where things are going to go. Now this one should be pretty straightforward. We should be able to just put in a belt platform here. That of course has to be a Mark III. Which means that has to be a Mark III. But then everything else is being piped in at 30, so that we can just use regular belts. The new snapping mechanic is going to be great. Can't wait till that's in there. I forgot how floaty the boots are. What are they even called? Blade runners. Blade runners are very low gravity. There, so that divides that by 4. So we're going to have more coal than we need going into these things. And then this is just a matter of putting that to there. Missed one. And this all has to be 120. And then it has to come in at 120. It's an odd height to put that. I don't know why. Don't know why I just kind of took it up. I guess because I wanted to have it clear for trucks maybe, but seems strange. Feel like it might be better to just go one higher, if that's possible. This is probably all gonna have to be reworked anyway. Remove that, add another one here. And then this will line up very nicely. And I've just been kind of experimenting with whatever look, whatever combination of walls and stuff that I wanted to make. I haven't really been doing anything too specific. And unfortunately, when I started building this, I was not thinking about having too wide, too thick walls. I like having big bay doors. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sure. So something like that would probably suit. And then we can run the steel or the iron along the inside. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. We just need it to be... Oh, do I not have those yet? Surely I do. Yes. Let's do 6. I guess 7. 8. Don't remember what 7 is on my other playthrough. That should bring in the ore. Roadside Down. Hello, how's it going? Looks like it's room for trucks. Yeah, probably. Watch the video from the link. Can you actually play this with other people, or is it only solo? No, it's multiplayer. I think multiplayer is going to be improved a little bit with Update 5, but it's still early access, and that's not their priority. So, but it's like it's only 4-player max, I think. Cosmic and I have tried it, and it seemed to work okay. It was a little bit laggy, if I remember Cosmic, but it seemed to be all right. Multiplayer is cool with someone that wants to try it out, so that if rather than getting too frustrated, you can have someone to help you out. I think that's one of the nice things about the multiplayer aspect of it. I am definitely using this and trying to remind myself that this build is meant to be a Joel playground design-wise. I'm just supposed to be messing around, coming up with some ideas, seeing what looks good, seeing how to break up colors and stuff, but I often get a little bit too hung up on being a little bit too perfect. That should surprise no one in chat. Now we just need to power it. Where are we doing our power from? So it looks like we started a line going down that way. I don't know where. I think the main power is on the street. Yeah, it looks like the main power is coming in on the road here. We are using wall connectors at times. And it looks like I very casually did not line these up. So let's do a little movement here. And we'll say, do I have the double wall plug? I do. So I'm thinking what we'll do is we'll get the power inside. Yeah. One of the hardest part about these builds is... Oh, that's already maxed out. The hardest part of about these builds is keeping your power straight, like figuring out where things are going and what they're doing. Let's go up over the door. Yeah. And then from there, I imagine we'll probably end up putting in a ceiling. And that's probably going to be the easiest way to power all of this. So we'll just put in foundations. Thank you, Cosmic. Yes, I think I will wait until night falls. Yeah, it was a little laggy, but it helped me having someone farther in the game to help me out with some things. I just didn't totally understand. Yeah, I think the trick there too is just to make sure that when you do that, you don't like do things for people. Like, I didn't play the game for you. It's actually kind of a fun like stress relief as you are introducing someone new to the game. You can say, hey, I'm not playing this for you. You're the foreman. You tell me what to do. I'll go do the grindy stuff that takes time. We'll go from there. Trying to think if I can leave a space here for light. I think I will. So we don't have the spare power to deal with what's needed for light bulbs. We're just going to go with... right, we'll back up by one. And it looks like... oh, we're so close. And that should be these. Now making some steel ingots. And then these guys, same idea. They almost line up as well. Again with the floaty jumping. I'm so used to the jetpack. It's on that line. Alright, that's making pipes. That's making pipes. What's underneath here? Whole lot of nothing. Looks like we have a line though. Wonder where that's going. I appreciate your teaching technique and being able to tell you what to do. How does that differ from being a mod here? That's great. So this looks like just a feed of concrete going into our storage room. That is perfect. Means we don't have to run anything across the way. We can just start to use the spaghetti underneath here to work on this. So the output of all these machines is gonna have to go down here somewhere. We'll use this corner, I guess. I guess we can just pile everything into one. This is only making 15 steel beams a minute. So we really don't have room to do this here. I'll have to do encased steel beams, I think, manually for now. You know what we could do? We could stick something temporary underneath the main build there. So let's grab this, fancy as that is, and this is going to come in from the top. Oops. So I think what we'll do is we'll just put belts on these guys. Or though, we can just combine it all. Do I have smart splitters? I do. Sweet. I think I can just combine it. Thomas to space, rating with a party of 13. Thanks so much, Thomas. Hope you had a great stream. I saw you were playing Factorio earlier, I think. Welcome in, folks. If you're new to the stream, my name is Joel Duggan, and this is Satisfactory, and we're in the experimental build that you can see in the top left-hand corner there. We're working on the Metroplex build, which is behind in the tech. We need to get up to trains before next week so that we can play with the new mechanics and stuff. So this is not a long-term world. This is more like where I come to play around and get ready for Devastator stuff. So let's do a merger there and a merger there. Did that rotate? It did. Dumb. Oh, why did that go off center? And guess what we'll do. Forgot how ugly these were on the inside. I hope they changed the texture on that at some point. Oh my gosh, just land on the thing. Again, thanks so much, Thomas. Appreciate the raid. Everybody had a good time. This is going to be tricky. One, two, three, maybe? What'd you know? Got it right. What are we making? We're making 20, 40, and 55. So we're good for speed. That's fine. I just need to connect it up down here. But then that's going to need an update, because that is definitely more than 60. Back upstairs. Emma Owl Lady, welcome in. Thanks for hanging out with the Thomas to Raid stuff. Now I'd imagine that work. That should have had more coming in on it. Something's not hooked up correctly. No! Hey, dang rice, how's it going? Why? Oh, it's not hooked up there. Oh, I grabbed the ladder. Nice. Pro skills. Now we've got steel beams and steel pipes being put into the storage system, so that's good. But we do not have encased steel beams. We have all the ingredients for them. We don't have anything going on, and there's no room right now to do anything fancy in here. Okay. For the encased stuff, I'm probably just going to have to do manually, and that's fine. That's an easy thing to do. Because I know I've got a lot of concrete. Check. I also know eventually... Oh, we do have some steel built up. We can totally do that. And I do have some of those. Okay. I'm not making any more of these, so we'll have to just be conscious about how many of these we're actually using. Because we don't have more than one container where these ones, yeah, were filled up. Okay. Cool. Hey, True Purple, how's it going? So to unlock the next phase, plastic, what do these need? Right. That has to be done in the manufacturer. Unless I can make them by hand. Oh, I can. Well, that's not hard. I need... What am I short on? Screws. So there's a point at the game where it just becomes faster to do a little bit of hand crafting. When you've got all the parts automated and you're not like wasting parts that are meant to be used for something else. But if we look at 5.3 here and we add that to our selected milestone. So 25 of these didn't be too bad. You used to have to hold the button down. Now you can just click your spacebar once and it'll craft until you've got either you run out of materials or something else. Oh, looks like I need modular frames. They are on the right. Satisfactory. Yeah. Plus, it gives us a little bit of a chance to hang out and chat. I feel like this particular build, there's always something going on, so... Spacebar edition for manual crafting is one of the best editions, yeah. I know they don't want you to just sit here and craft stuff forever, but when you're trying to unlock milestones, once you've got all the major or more complicated things automated in places, it becomes a lot easier to just kind of like get into those tiers. We are still going to have to go look for, I think, oil at some point. I need more screws. This is why this is not the most fun. When did they change the spacebar? Pretty sure that was update 5. Ooh, do we not have... I don't think I'm making screws anywhere. That's more than likely the case. See, look how close this guy gets to this building. He might even touch it. I think that's the max height for that build. What are these used in building anyway? Manufacturers, they're not needed in refineries. So it's just a manufacturer. Motors we know we have. I can always buy more plastic. 3,000 copper wire. So yeah, no plastic and rubber anywhere because we're not making it. All the basics. But we have the tickets for plastic. Oh, I do have a door over here. Does anybody that has played this game for a while, like Roadside Down, do you know how to buy stuff in the store without buy all? Or do you just only ever bring enough tickets? Right? Because I can't just, there's just the buy all. There's no just buy button. Which I always thought was problematic. I made that mistake where we ended up with like an entire chest full of color cartridges that I did not mean to buy. Oh, I didn't bring my... Yes, I did. Bonk.
Milestone reached. Fluids can now be packaged to allow for transportation via vehicle and conveyor belts. Additionally, highly improved biofuel can now be produced.
Ah, Roadside Down, that's not what happened to us. When we pressed the buy all, it bought all of the items that we could afford, not what was just in our cart. But because there was no other button to press, that's what we pressed. Fluids can now be packaged, allow for transportation via vehicle and conveyor belts. Additionally, high improved biofuel can now be produced. Oh, cool. So we can make biofuel now. So that is 5.3 done. What's next? The gas mask, which we could just buy. But if I go to tier 6, this is what we really should be working on. But that's, yeah. We can get this, no problem. The rubber. We can't afford the rubber right now. So we're going to have to go, I think, look. Yeah, so we can build this up, no problem. And buy that. It's the computers that are the issue. And the computers require circuit boards. We're building copper sheets somewhere, but it's just like one manufacturer that's just doing it for our own purposes. I don't actually know where all of our copper is going. I think a lot of it is going into stitched iron plates. I obviously had grand plans for over there too. how's the new engine upgrade? I don't think they've done anything. Did they upgrade the engine in Update 4 ahead of Update 5? Update 5 is next week. So we've got the steel going. That's just for inventory. We've got to do an assembler doing concrete or encased steel beams. The other thing that we need is a circuit board. Yeah, so if we do... That's doable. It's just the computer thing. So we can make computers by hand too. We just don't have any circuit boards. And it doesn't look like we can... Oh, yes, we can. They require plastic. Okay, so that's why we need to go get some oil. That will help with a number of things. So yeah, we should really... I think the next step is going to go temporarily get some oil going. Pensive Elephant, rating with a party of 6. Welcome on in. Dragon Parrot, cool username. Right up there with Pensive Elephant. Appreciate it. Glad you folks are sticking around. Thanks for sharing your viewers. If you're new, I've never heard of you before. My name is Joel Duggan. I am a variety streamer. Currently, we're in the experimental build in Satisfactory because this is getting an update next week on the 26th. And we're trying to get ourselves to the train level of technology unlocked because a lot of the changes are happening to trains, but we can't play with them in our early access build because experimental could be quite buggy. So we're going to be playing with them and experimenting with them in the experimental build, as one does. Unfortunately, it is getting dark in the game, and I am well past my normal break time of an hour on stream, so it's now an hour and a half on stream. I'm going to take a break. There's really not much I can do to look at. I guess what I could do is maybe point us somewhere with the light on so you can see some cool stuff happening. We don't have a break train to ride around on. Why are you gummed up? Okay. Let's just see what's up here. I think at one point I had a conveyor belt that we rode around on. Whoa, no, I fell. Crap. Well, I know. We can just jump up high on the second floor here. It'll be a decent view when the sun comes up. A little bit loud, maybe next to the hypertube. Anyway, like I said, I do have to step away for just a little bit. When we come back, we are going to go look to see if we can't locate and mine some, or I guess prospect some oil. And we'll be back in just a few minutes. Alright. So, I guess we'll just go looking for some oil. But first we should gear up with all the things that we need. So a bit of a spoiler, because I play on the east coast of this map, or west coast, pardon me. In my other save, I know where the oil is, so it's not really going to be much of a search. It's more going to be kind of like a go and get it. But what we need to do is get 4 oil extractors. We'll need probably some packagers. Unless we make the stuff out there. So we'll probably actually just refine it out there. So, don't know how many refineries. 4 maybe? I don't think there's coal nearby. There might be. So we'll throw in a coal power plant. And I think that's it. Maybe we'll be able to do a truck station. I need to build a tractor. So, we need to gear up on some stuff here. Thank you, Cosmic. And Dragon Parrot, thanks very much. I'm glad that you like the artwork. Appreciate that. I need motors. Cable. And pipes. Now, do I need anything else? Low on plates. We're going to need some concrete. Grab some extra rods. And then also switch out the inventory to be Basher first. Bring some of those. And that should be it. Be good. Plans to look for the alt recipes. It's only a matter of if I'm coming across it. Like, I don't think I'm going to make a big deal about it. We might want to bring some of these. What do I have for pipes? I think I only have the regular. We can only do Mark 1s anyway. That's fine. Okay. Oh, I need fuel for that tractor. I guess I can go get it from the other coal factory, unless I have coal. Oh, maybe I do have coal here. Aha. Hopefully that's enough. So because of the exploration that we did on the other playthrough, I know, not off by heart, but I know the general route to get to oil from over here. Because we came over here looking for hard drives. obviously not have any plans to have ramps over here. I don't have 5 beacons? I thought I had 5 beacons. Oh, that's annoying. Let's I feel like if it's in your hand, it should also be considered your inventory for building stuff. So I'm pretty sure it was just up here on the left. Pensive Elephant, I'm excited for it. I think the quality of life changes along with the creative building pieces and the what's the other stuff that they're adding? My brain is stuck on the new building parts and the snapping, the new building menu. Now here is where I think we have to go left. Can't really remember. Do things out here attack you? Yes. Not if you're in a tractor, but yeah, if I got off, I would have a problem. So this goes down to the beach. I know people build coal over here sometimes. This is feeling familiar. This is just a really long way to go, so whenever we come out, we'll have to stock up on plastics and stuff. I don't think there was anything up there that we needed. I think it's all down this way. Hey, first try. Not a bad memory. The hard part is going to be getting power out here. So we're probably going to have to get fuel and stuff. And unlock fuel power and stuff quickly. Should be right over there somewhere. Thousand meters straight that way. What's new in the building menu? It's not so much like there's angled pieces, there's roof pieces, there's triangle pieces, there's new snapping mechanics. If you go to the Coffee Stain YouTube channel, there's some pretty cool update videos. Yeah, I don't have any explosives, I don't think. Yeah, I'm trying to think about what else. Buildings snapping to outputs, not building centers. Belts snapping to poles, like in line with poles, without the poles needing to be We're just gonna drive around these guys. Without the poles needing to be in like on whatchamacallit. Oh, there's a big dude here. Concrete. Oh, there's a power slug. Far enough away that they didn't see me. Oh, there's bugs. Never mind. I want to scan again. It's so funny because in the other save, of course, it's all built up around here, so I'm trying to recognize it without all my stuff. I think this is about where we can start to go across. Oh, you can also change the colors in the UI with this sort of stuff, which I think is really cool. Now imagine I probably have to beat down or get rid of some bugs for these things. Yeah, there's the oil right there. You guys gotta go. I much prefer the gun for this stuff. First person melee in any video game is just rough. So there's one oil patch. So let's just temporarily put down our oil extractor. That's one. There's two. This is a normal node. There's another one right over there. I'm sure we will tidy this all up once we get things sorted. Oh boy. Is this even worth it? Ready to go. Gotcha. I'm totally gonna cheese that guy with the tractor. I can do it. There's another oil node just up here. A lava spitting donkey cow. Oh, it's another one of those guys. At least with the boots we're fast. Oh, he saw me. Crap. I guess we're gonna have to deal with him. Whoa! I'm just gonna take the hits. I don't care as long as I don't die. Which I'm getting close to. So there's two normals. I think this one over here is the pure one. Nope. Don't really feel like doing that right now. Really, all I want to do is just get some basic plastic and rubber started. And then I can come back later. Is there any coal around here? No. So we're going to 1,000 meters that way. So we're going to have to use oil to power it. That's just fine. We just don't have the way to do that just yet. We may have to jump start it with biofuel. Pyro TG, hello, how's it going? Splitters and mergers snapping to conveyors is something that would we should have had ages ago. Yeah, I can appreciate that some of the logic of the update is a bit past where it should be, but I also think they might have had some more critical stuff. I think the soft clearance is what I'm the most excited about. Did they say what they're calling this update? Have they revealed the name of it? I don't think they have. But that's all I can think of. Train collisions and train signs and signals. The soft clearance changes in all the different parts. And then the snapping, the build menu changes. Or the build system changes. I don't want to say that's all, as in like diminishing it. That's a lot. But I'm trying to remember if there's a feature that I'm forgetting that they could then hang the title on. Like last time was update 4, drones, right? So this is update 5. Update 5, we're making your life better. Yeah, that could be it. I could see them be calling it the collision update because you're removing collision from some buildings and you're adding collision to trains. So they might be able to call it the collision update. All right, well, let's figure out how many foundations these guys need. Need at least 4. I wish we could figure out like what the middle of these looked like how to find. I guess that's technically the middle there. Off by a bit. That's pretty close. And then we just need to figure out where to put it horizontally. Does it need more than one? I don't think it does. Also, I should probably point it in a straight direction. Don't remember what I did in the other playthrough. J Price, tier 1 subscription for 4 months in a row. Thanks so much, J Price. Really appreciate that. 4-month streak. 123 out of 175. Gunning for that Lego Let's Chat stream. That's going to be a lot of fun when we get there. Thanks so much, J Price. Hopefully people have been able to connect their Discord and Twitch accounts now and get into the Discord. Cosmic and I did a little bit of research, and by Cosmic and I mean Cosmic. And I disconnected and reconnected my Twitch and Discord accounts. So hopefully with the password resets and stream key resets and all the account stuff that people have had to do over the last little while with Twitch, that new subscribers can make sure that their accounts can get into the Discord. Do I want to do these? I guess I want to do these in facing like east-west sort of deal. So that is then just in the wrong position. Well, that makes things a little bit easier. Brought the chainsaw. Do I have stuff with me? I do. I wonder if this is still the same. I don't hear this at all. No noise. Can you guys hear the chainsaw? It also doesn't look like it's taking down a big area of stuff anymore. Or maybe that's just because my inventory is full. Pyro TG, how's the Tuesday going? It is going well. Doing our normal thing. I shouldn't say that. I don't normally stream on Tuesdays, but I had the time. That's almost the middle. I'd say that's pretty good. We just need to move things over a tad. Oh, I was so close. Maybe just past those rocks. You know what? Maybe we'll... Maybe we need to have more than just one. Feels a little bit tight. I think that's pretty good. Hopefully we can still put a wall on this if we wanted to. Good. Only question is now, did I center it up? I almost did. Wish you could snap foundations to themselves in a way that was, I guess, the right thing. I guess what we could do is put walls here. And then use that as the collision. Oh, it doesn't matter. Well, fine. Never mind. I'd say that's pretty good. Cool. So the question remains, where are we going to send all this stuff? I don't even remember if my base back at the grasslands runs east-west. I think it runs due east-west. You hear the chainsaw? I don't hear a thing. Nothing. It is bizarre. I'm not collecting anything either. So I don't know if this is the right grid, but this is the grid we're going to use over here. Logistics. I want production, oil extractor. Oh, that worked out pretty well. Cool. Not too bad. So we could bring oil from there out to then here. I feel like I'm basically doing what I've done before. And I guess we could just build maybe out over this water. Probably the easiest thing to do. Take it easy, Roadside Down. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it. If you guys can hear that chainsaw, then you can probably hear it whenever I'm holding it. That'll put me in line with that one, give or take. Whoops. Never even thought to check the height. I guess we're just going to go off of this height because why not? Too late now. Oh, he just got blown up by the fireball. Yikes. I didn't know that was a thing. Did you know you could slide underneath them? I didn't. New skill unlocked. Have you always been able to put things on 45s? No, you can't put things on 45s. This is, we'll call that 90, right? Or 0. Then you've got 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. So there's no 45. There's 40 and there's 50. But now you can do 45. Or we will be able to in update 5. That's part of the build system update. This one is not as pretty unless we face it that way. Well, no, still not as pretty. I am probably... Yeah, I'm probably just going to face it that way. Today you learned, did you? That is a lot of dudes. Oh. I don't know how many that was. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, screwed up. Sorry for this is making people dizzy. It's making me dizzy too. Blade runners with these guys is definitely the way to go. I usually get my butt handed to me even with the jetpack, so I'll let it win. And I don't remember how wide this was. Definitely more than 11. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Well, 18 if you include the pipeline. Guess I should probably think about how many refineries I'm going to need before I start putting things out there. We're low on rotors. Oh. 120 per minute, which we can of course increase. If we increase anything with shards, it's probably going to be our crude oil. So we could get that up to... I could probably do 3 in each of these. So that would go to 240. $300 max. And then in refineries... Oh, residual plastic? I've got a residual plastic recipe? That's awesome. that means I don't have to make plastic. I can just make plastic from the res. Oil residue. Could make fuel, but we don't have... How do I have fuel unlocked and not fuel generators? I guess it's for trucks. Yeah, zooping, Sweet Sandy, that's gonna be fun too. Residual rubber. So we can eventually use the resin, but for now we're just gonna have to do plastic. Heavy oil residue, and the heavy oil residue we can use to make petroleum coke. Or residual fuel. We can make residual fuel for the vehicles. That's good. That means we don't have to worry about coal. Take it easy, Sweet Sandy. Thanks so much for being here. Appreciate it. Have a great night. Love that Fire Keystone badge. Appreciate all your support. Well, let's just do, I guess, regular plastic is 30 crude oil per minute. Rubber is... That's 30 crude oil per minute. So even just off one with a couple of shards, we could crank this up a bit. So let's plan for 20 refineries. We don't have the power for that. So for starters, I guess we'll just go with 3. Go with 3 off of each. Refineries are what? They're 3 foundations by 1.5-ish. So yeah, we're definitely going to need a space like this. I think they should speed up the animation. Like changing to the chainsaw. It always takes forever. Oh, getting close to night. I don't know if I want to spend the night out here. So this isn't going to be anything too fancy because I don't want to deal with pumps if I don't have to. And it looks to me like it's longer that way than it is wide currently. So what we'll probably do is we'll bring the pipelines in along here and then down the middle, and then the other two, that one and that one, we'll bring in and we'll run them this way. And then we'll export things to the outside. Don't remember why I stopped here outside of just being too close to the dudes. Yeah, this would go considerably faster, I think, with the new zooping build mechanic, but it's not like it's slow. It's just it could be faster. This depends on how fast you are at clicking. Platform complete. All right, so let's plan for this to be a pipeline. And we'll say, give ourselves some room here. Now this doesn't have to stop here. Probably going to have to expand it a little bit. But we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the middle. Sure. Break, safety, or play through? No, I'm going to break. I think what I'll do is I'll just make a tower. And then it's not going to be an exciting break screen, but there's not much I can do about that. So, let's just put it, first of all, take those. Put it somewhere useful. So, as I mentioned before, I take a break about once an hour, and it is about that time. So, while we're thinking about where we're going to put our refineries and start the temporary plastic and rubber setup, I'm going to go reheat my coffee, and we'll be back in just a few. All right. So there's not a whole lot we can do without power, but we can at least put in kind of like a beryllium layout, and I think what we can do is we can run pipes down this way, and this way we can expand things heading west as we need more space. There's a lot of space around here. I don't know if this is where I'm going to be permanently doing plastic and rubber, but you know, we're gonna do it kind of like as a quick temporary setup because we just needed to unlock the milestones. Because really what I want to play around with is trains and building cool stuff. I want refinery. I'm going to put you here. And I just want to double check. We might want to move it over a little bit. Oh, the ladder thing. Oh no, that's in the center. That's okay with me. And that means the next one would be... I guess we could space them out, couldn't we? Why not? Sometimes you want to put them right next to each other, and other times it's easier from an organizational perspective to just space them out a little bit. It's a little harder to do. Now we should be able to line that up perfectly this way. And actually, I probably didn't need to come up here. I keep on pressing shift to go down like I'm in Minecraft. Just 3 for each right now, but potentially 10. So then the inputs for these are just going to be along here. So 2. And I guess we can go middle. Again, this is like the whole purpose of this world is for me to experiment with like cool layouts and things. Let's put this all the way down here. And if I put splitter here, again, this is where those new snapping features are going to come in real handy in the new update. If I do this, does that look good? That looks very good. I like it. Pretty bog standard. I'm not really breaking the mold here. That's that. I feel like I should maybe make this just like one step in, just in case we want to put a wall here. Nice thing about this is that because it's all symmetrical, it's very easy to line up things. Oh, except for this is backwards. That's right, these things are reversed, of course, facing in different directions. If anybody wonders why I do it this way, it's because it helps me line it up. Which will not be an issue in a week. Alright, so that's the crude oil inputs mapped out. We can do this on 2. And I don't remember how far we have to go. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 maybe? Yep. I wonder if this will reach. Oh. You move and build things with such ease in this game. Is that just developing playing game over time? It's definitely this game. It's also that I've moved a lot of hotkeys by default in Satisfactory to match Minecraft, and I have a lot of time in Minecraft, so it's a combination of that happening. Is that the right? Yep. It looked crooked for a second, but that's not the case. Where is the power up here? At the back. This can just connect to here. And now we just do the reverse. Something I really like about pipes compared to conveyor belts is that you don't have to place them in any specific order, like the water flows the way that it flows. Maybe I want to face these the other way. Cartwright Sketches, hello, how's it going? I meant to ask you before, Cartwright, are you an artist? Do you like, are you, that where the sketchy name comes from? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is actually going to be pretty easy, this one. So that's 120 each, I think, coming up. Yeah, I do it all the time because I spend so much time in Minecraft. I 100%, if it makes sense, and the function of the button is very similar, like ducking, sprinting, jumping. mean, most games have a pretty standard layout, like WASD. Usually shift is some sort of crouch. Space is usually the jump bar. Oftentimes I find with Windows, they want me to use Alt for stuff, and I don't. I switch it to my control button. So in this game, control is like multiple select, like you hold down control and it allows you to collect more than one item in your screen. So now we have to have, we don't need any solids. What do you want to do? Folks, left for plastic, right for plastic? We're probably going to need more plastic than rubber. So let's do rubber over here. I realize I'm answering for you. I'll do plastic here. Oh, that's residual plastic. I want regular plastic. Asking out of curiosity, I have no experience with this game, but it just feels like Victoria in first person. I would. So the biggest difference is that there's no PvE constant. It's you can fight enemies, and you have to clear enemies off of resource nodes. Like we had to kill bees and some fire donkey cows a few minutes ago, but once you've built in a place, nothing comes after you. You're doing fine. Huge Atlas. Did I set residual rubber? I did. Thank you. I find these icons misleading. I don't like them. I think they need to have a better, like, plastic should be the big plastic thing, and then residual plastic should have some other smaller thing. These feel like main recipes, not alts, and then these don't feel like right ones. So we need export heavy oil residue. So same idea, except we're going to expand the platform, I think. We have that extra space. I guess I could have gone a little bit farther this way. Don't know why I didn't. Baked beans, it is a raspberry. Or a pale berry, pardon me, but it looks like raspberry. It's food, actually. Alright, so we're going to take these out to here. And I guess we're going to send them this way. We're also going to have export of rubber. And I think I'm going to use this. We'll send that way as well. I wonder if we should make that, put it on top. Probably a nicer look. And how much? 20 per minute, that's fine. We may have to add some valves, but I think we should be fine. All right, so here we've got 60 crude oil, and I was going to make a packager. I can't do yet. So the idea that I was going to bring both of these into a packager and then sync. Can you package crude heavy oil? Yeah, you can. Just need plastic to do it. So we can have this be pretty self-sustaining as long as it's powered. Alien caviar and jello? Gross. CP Studios, did I answer your question? Do that way. Nope. I would say it would be the same genre of game for sure. Realizing, of course, we actually don't need that, but that's fine. One of the nice things is being able to walk in between your machines if you give yourself enough space. You don't completely jam everything up against one another. It feels a little bit more foot friendly, I guess. I realize that first merger is not needed, but kind of makes everything look nice and tidy. So that's a 60, that's fine. Alright, so that's all belted up. Power for these is on the outside. Yeah. And this is a lot of power. So 180 plus that. Oh, that's not hooked up either. Are you going to use the plastic created to make the packages? Yeah, if I decided to do it that way, then yeah, I will. I didn't leave myself enough room here. Let's just do this, I guess. I never know where to put the poles for these things. I always feel like do you want to put them on these crosses? Do you want to put them in the corners? I always feel conflicted about where to put them. I don't generally put them on the seams because you run into problems when you have walls and buildings and stuff. It becomes an issue. I guess we're going to need a pole. Kind of connected right to there. How do we have not as much room over here? Oh, we do. Okay. So 180 plus whatever these need. 40. Woof. So 240 megawatts. That's 12 biofuel generators. That sucks. Biomass burners. Oh no, they do 30. So it's 8 of these. If we wanted to get into that mess. Just to get it going. Alternatively, I could just bring power along that entire road from way over there, which I don't want to do. Well, we might as well put in the poles. And I guess what I'll do is put them here where they fit. I think I'd rather have them on a wall. Ah, it clips through. That's annoying. Well, I'll worry about it later. And I think that these should just line up pretty easily. Oh, whoops. I was going to try to make the walls too thick here, wasn't I? Oh, well. So much for that for now. hello. How's it going? Looks pretty good to me. And then I think I set this up. Didn't quite put it in the right spot. Sometimes it is fun to just kind of quickly throw together small builds. Alright, so that takes care of all the wiring. It's just a matter of how do we get it all on. Right now we're in the experimental version, hello, and we are trying to get ready for update 5 that's coming out on the 26th. I guess I could separate the circuits for now. What do I need for rubber and plastic? This is 40, so I could use 2 biomass burners to get one of these going. If I disconnect this, no. I disconnect this, and I disconnect this, and we could temporarily set up a couple of biomass burners here. So that's just the one plastic and the one... No, it's rubber. Sorry, we're doing rubber first. One rubber, and it's only going to go so far until fuse breaks. 30, 60. Oh, I need 3 of these. Thought they did 40. Oops. Here we go. 26th, yeah. Yeah, that's when the experiment will come out. Or not the experiment, the update will come out on experimental. So the only thing left to do now is put in a storage container. And we also have to put in, do I have a fluid buffer? I do. Can't do the big one, we have to do the small one. And we can just flush this temporarily. Kind of get the same feeling watching this stream as I do most of the Minecraft streams. Should be getting inspired, but sometimes I figured I'll never make anything that cool. Oh, thanks. Well, this is just really basic setup stuff. You should hang around in the Satisfactory stream with Devastator. That's a fun build. All right, so let's mirror this again. We'll put this over here. So once we get a little bit of rubber built up, which is, where is the packager? So I can make at least one of them. Need some plastic. So here we can do the same thing. We can sever the wire here. And then what I can do is cut that off and then power this one, and that will do just this guy who's making plastic, and then that other crude oil one. We just have to be mindful of what we have in here. 11, 12, yeah, so this isn't going to go for very long, just long enough to get us some extra products. I guess in the meantime I could also make biomass. So I could do biomass leaves. Biomass wood. Saw an earlier Devastator stream a couple months ago and it definitely looked amazing. My schedule has kept me from the live stream since. Oh, that's okay, Wobbly Prime. I appreciate you making the effort though. Oh, no. Don't do that automatically. Wow, we can get a lot for those. This is just what I want to do. So a mental note, if you have the spacebar pressed down with one click, as you click different items, it continues to craft no matter what. It doesn't stop, so I didn't mean to turn my carapace into biofuel. Maximizing a pure iron node, sweet 120 iron rods per minute. That's great, yeah. When you start to make like a lot of stuff and you see a lot of things coming on belts, I think my favorite thing is like when you've got a group of nodes, you know, like 2 or 3 pure iron or a couple of pure copper, and you have to bring it in on like 3 or 4 different belts. I feel like that always looks really cool. So once we get this biofuel, solid biofuel made, We can also manually make it into some fuel. Do we know if the liquid biofuel can be burned in the biomass generator? Probably not, right? Like, I feel like these biomass burner. I don't know if you can put biofuel in here. Burns various forms of biomass to generate electricity for the power grid. Has no input and must therefore be fed biomass manually. Yeah, it doesn't say. This only says alternate for transport. Can be used for fuel for vehicles. So, only vehicles. Are you looking for a new computer? If not, that's fine, but I'm getting a pre-build with an RTX 3060. Very cool, little buddy. I need to do something. I have trouble playing Minecraft on this. I get a frame stutter, and I don't know whether it's my monitor, my video card. It could be the motherboard. I don't know. I've tried everything. We're pretty sure it's not the video card, and we're pretty sure it's not the processor, because I've switched both of those and tested it, but I can't test the motherboard because I don't have another board to test on, right? All right, so we should have some plastic in here. Perfect. And we should have only a little bit there. How much do we have over here? Probably not much. Oh yeah, okay, cool. So that will allow us to make a packager. And we want the packager near the plastic. So I can at least make one of these and look at it. I've never actually built or used one of these before. Oh, interesting. The inputs are on top of one another. So we would want to do packaged heavy oil residue that we would then just throw into a sink. So we would need empty canisters and 30 empty canisters per minute and 30 heavy oil residue per minute. We are making 30 there and 60 there. So we would need 3 of these guys. Yeah. We're going to have to wait until we can get unlock. We're gonna have to wait until we unlock fuel power. Until I can work on a fuel generator out here, it's gonna be too much of a pain to do anything. Outside of manually trucking coal out here, it's the only other thing I can think of. How much did we get? 60? Let's just do some more. What does the packager do? I mean, it packages things, but it could be wrong. Yeah, so what the packager can do is it'll take... you have to run plastic into a constructor. So you put plastic in the back end of a constructor, and then you make these empty canisters. And then the packager will take a fluid, any fluid, and package it up into the canister. Because you can't put a fluid into an awesome sink. And these are all making waste currently. And I can't do anything else with them. Other than I guess I could use the residual plastic recipe. But then that needs water and polymer resin. So there'd be a whole loop that I'd have to make out here. And even then we'd have fuel, but then nothing to do with the fuel. So we've got this heavy oil residue. We can make it into coke, but that requires yet more refineries. So I'm not sure which is more practical, actually, because the petroleum coke you can put into the awesome sink as well. But petroleum coke is 40. We've got 90. So it would be another 2 refineries, but they're pretty heavy on power. So I don't know. I mean, a refinery could be the easiest thing to do. I was in a similar situation yesterday while trying to tap this oil field. Ended up running a wire all the way back to base. It didn't look pretty. No, yeah, it's... See, in my other playthrough, my other base is like right through those rocks, so it's a lot easier. And this is my main power setup in the other thing. This is just... we're just kind of here to pull in some quick plastic. I also don't want to build the same thing twice in both saves, so that's a little bit tricky as well. Anyway, I don't think we can do much more here other than just, like, wait out the fact that we have to make more plastic. So I'm going to make the last of the biofuel. And we'll top it up. And I don't know if we have enough to let them both go. We might have to decide between rubber and plastic. Yeah, I think a few people were surprised, little buddy. I mean, my little cartoon avatar, the one that Cosmic just used in the chat, it's pretty accurate. So if we connected those, we would end up with 30 plus 40 is 70. It would be 140. Which means we would need 5 of these to keep it going. Yeah, I don't really feel like I have a need for a face cam. In Minecraft, I mean, it's just a distraction. Like, I don't do hardcore or PvP or anything that's that exciting, so it doesn't really feel like it would add anything to those streams. And I don't do competitive gaming either, so again, watching me play like Borderlands or something like that, or Destiny with a face cam, it's not going to add anything to the stream. Never not doing that pose. That's hilarious. I don't remember what we needed for tier 5.3. I feel like it was 200 of each. Could have been 400 rubber. I don't remember. Either way, I'm not hanging out here while this does its thing. I feel like plastic is what we need more of, so I'm going to leave this doing plastic. What we'll do is we'll take our remaining biomass. Do 14 and 27. 14. 27 and 79. And 67. That's close enough. So that'll just keep going on the plastic and fill up that container until either the power runs out or the residual crude oil, what's it called? Crude oil and the heavy oil residue until this fills up. So I'm going to actually flush the whole network. Set that down to 0. Might as well do this other one too. Oh, did I just do... Yes. So then we'll get back on the tractor, which I don't remember where I parked. Over there. So at least there's some plastic being made automatically. So the next time I need some, I'll have to drive way the heck out here, but at least it's a pretty easy drive. It's not necessarily fast, but it's easy. So if you're new to the stream, hang out for a minute or two because we're going to go back to the main build. Whoops. Trying to read the chat. Sound design is really quite good. Yeah, you know what? It's not bad. It's not bad. Don't drive and read chat. Nope. Never a good idea. See if I can remember the way without second guessing myself. Something fun that they do in this game, which I really like, is that they make the leaves shake every now and again, and it gives the impression that something is scurrying through the forest. I quite like it. Both, little buddy. 100% both. Took a wrong turn. Where did I... I think I was meant to go right back there. Yeah. I imagine both probably gets me where I'm going, but this is the way that I know. I can see the No Man's Sky combination. I can definitely see the... with the creatures and stuff. Definitely. So here's Home Sweet Home. Pretty sure all of my ramps are too steep for the tractor, so I'm just going to park it up on this hill here. So we'll double check the production needed for the next tier. Astroneer is similar. Yep. Yep. Very cartoony. Oh, check out Rez, R-E-Z, on Twitch. They're playing Astroneer. I think it's their first playthrough. They're pretty far along, but they're a good streamer. They're a fun dude. I need to look at this. We needed... So computers was the bottleneck. because we needed circuit boards, and circuit boards required plastic, right? That's how that worked. So it's rubber that we need for Mark IV belts, not plastic. Whoops. $400 rubber. It's like 8 tickets. Gas mask I could do. We're really close to the jetpack. Yep, there's definitely some infrastructure that I have to kind of get sorted out. There's a couple of things like motors and some copper, because we're obviously making a lot more copper wire than we need to for whatever reason. I don't know why that's so much of it is coming in here, but we'll have to check that out. Cartwright sketches. Yep. I've been a professional artist for 20 years. All right, folks. Well, it's time for me to go grab some dinner, but we made at least a little bit of progress. We've got some steel going. We found some oil. We set up the infrastructure. We just need to somehow get power over there. We could pull power from the Caterium mine. That was pretty close. It wouldn't be that long to drag some power lines through the forest. It's just something that I don't want to do right now. The main, I think, issue is going to be getting some screws and figuring out why we've got so much overflow on the copper wire. We seem to be making a lot more than we need. A lot of it's coming out of here. So yeah, I might have to revisit some of that stuff. We also have a lot more iron happening than we need as well. So all of these can be redirected somewhere. I think the plan was to do screws down there. So we'll have to work on that. But if you liked this and you want more, there's always VODs here on the channel. There's also the VOD on YouTube, which I'm going to be updating this week. I've got work to do on those. And there's a new channel name, actually. So previously, I didn't have a custom URL, but now you can go to youtube.com/JoelDugganVods, and that will get you to the old VODs for Minecraft, but I'm also going to be updating my Satisfactory VODs there, too. You can follow me on Twitter at JoelDuggan. You can check out Patreon at patreon.com/JoelDuggan. That is a great way to support the stream. If you haven't already done so through Twitch, like Jay Price did today. Really appreciate that, Jay Price. And check out the 2 free podcasts that I do. The Spawn Chunks, brand new episode came out yesterday. Myself and Pixel Riffs talked about the Minecraft live news, the wild update coming to Minecraft. Free podcast, thespawnchunks.com. I'm going to be talking with Brock at Vola tomorrow about Midnight Mass. I'm not quite done yet. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to finish before I record, but so far, so good. And that's going to be coming out on thecitadelcafe.com sometime this week. So check that out. And if you're part of the Discord, keep an eye out for when I stream again. I'm hoping to do another stream this week, but it might be the regular Friday stream. We'll have to wait and see. Thanks very much for hanging out, folks. We're going to raid Stenos, and I will see y'all later. Bye for now.